people, the handful of black men that are at those events are not looking for black women.
I think a lot of men that are running around 40 years old and single are delusional. Keep using this word, oh, I'm trying to build. What can you possibly be trying to build with somebody in their 20s, sir?
Look, for those girls who call themselves liking older guys.
Again, black women have power and dominance.
Maybe when you're 40 sucks.
Sis, the men are strict.
I think I'm gonna get hate for this, but whatever. I approached a black man this week at like a dating event, and he was not interested in me.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
And that by itself is like not a great story, right? I tried to shoot my shot. He was not interested. I moved on. But immediately after I walked away from this man, he went up to a group of 5 white women and he introduced himself to all of them. And then I kind of observed out of like the corner of my eye for the rest of the evening, this man was only going up and talking to different white women.
Wow.
Later that night, another very attractive black man came in. The exact same thing, only talked to the white women that were in the room. There were maybe 6 or 7 black women throughout. And I could tell, I would look over at the black women occasionally. They would be looking, we would all be observing the same thing. We're all thinking the same thing, right? And as someone who has reviewed a bunch of different like dating events, I have seen this play out so many times where you walk into a room, the black women are looking for other black men and the black men are not looking for black women. Wow. Unless the host of the event is like a black person or a person of color. And as much as I say that I am going to start dating outside my race, my mind, whenever I walk into like an event space for dating, my mind will automatically do a little scan for black men. Now, obviously, there are a ton of black men who love black women. I'm not saying that. I'm saying in the event spaces that I have been to that are predominantly white people, the handful of black men that are at those events are not looking for black women.
Wow. So what she's saying, because she's in New York, men are going to dating events, right? Let me get this right. So the men that are going are not giving black women attention. She said there was more than enough black women there. Why aren't they doing that? These are guys in New York, I should say. What? Men everywhere are saying this. You know, when something happens in New York, it goes worldwide, right? I'm sure she was in the corner, sour. All of them, sour. Like, man, we can't get a break. And do I feel bad? No, I don't. I don't. I'll tell you what happened. You ladies feel the backlash. Now, some of you could have been ghetto. I know you're not. You're not ghetto, but when I saw you, I'll tell you this, guys. I saw her at first. I'm thinking, she must look okay. Then I saw the bottom half and said, this girl is fat. Now, those white women may have been in shape, but not only that you're out of shape, the mindset, maybe guys just got a bad taste in their mouth and you ladies got to deal with it. Other women you don't know, you have to deal with it. Sad, but this is what we're dealing with now in 2025. Welcome to the future, ladies. You created this.
That I'm waking up and this dream is replaying in my head. It's making more sense to me. You notice that the professor and the manager or whatever the heck he was in my dream at this law firm, it was a black man. And the white was being nasty to me in the first part of my dream. She was like his understudy, and she was the main one that was attacking his kid's mother, and that was being nasty to me, and basically nasty to every black female that was in the office, right? And our supervisor was literally teaching us some math shit. It was math. Do you understand? And in the beginning of the study session, the white was leading in the beginning, like the warm-up lesson.
All right, now this is very telling. Now, what can you tell? She hates white women. She hates math. And I don't know what else, but what you dream of, it says a lot about you. Let's dig further. Let's dig deeper.
She was allowed to lead the warm-up lesson. But after the warm-up lesson, all of the other lessons of that session came from our black supervisor. That again was being a dickhead to me as well. Now that I'm awake and I'm able to decipher the meaning of my dream, them white people in that office, the only reason why they let a black man be in power like that is because black people had power. And they needed to learn everything that we knew. And the more and more that they disassociated black women from their men, because it was like the black men had some level of genius in them. Like they knew how to do things that them white people could not do. And they needed the black men to teach them. But the only way to get the black men to trust the white women and to teach the white women all of their powers, how to use their powers. And for some reason, math was very, very important.
What is going on?
Like, those black men knew that math in a way that the white people could not comprehend. And it was like they sent the women after the black men because the office was full of white women and black men. And the few black women that were there were like receptionists, aides or something. And like I said, they treated us like we were subservient to the black man and to the white woman. But the white women marveled after the genius of the black man. And in the way I took the dream, it was like the white women looked at me as if I was disruptive. And I think the characteristics that I had, like they did not want me to go in that office and schmooze and make friends. And like I just had this charismatic leader attribute to myself.
Stop it. Get some help.
So, because I honestly do have that. And again,
Wow.
Black women have power and dominance. And
you know what she's talking about. I'm sitting here listening and I can't help but bring it up. She has a bonnet on her and she's saying she feels less than. I'm looking at how you looking right. You look less than. Like, you know, how you look a lot of times is how you feel. So even when you dream, you're down here because you feel down here, because you look down here. What would make you do a video looking the way you do now? Especially talking about what you're talking about now. Wouldn't you want to look like top notch as you're talking about this? Yeah, guys, hair done up. Yeah, I'm going to tell you guys about what I seen yesterday. Nice blouse on, or even dress. Get dolled up. I can't say all because I see a lot of black women get dolled up to do their videos. What are you doing? This is a bad representation of yourself. Really, all I see just like that is black woman. So that's why in your dreams, you're dreaming that you're less than, and you look like that in your life. This is wild.
they could not allow me to come in that office and have power and dominance over them. That's the way I took it. Because remember, the only other black woman that was in that office was a receptionist. And Kenithia didn't even work in my office. She just wasn't scared of them. And the wife wasn't scared of them neither. You know what I'm saying? It was like black women had this strength. It was like, it was almost stronger than the black man. Like, you know? But it was like, we still needed our king's protection. And the black men were so smart. And the white people had none of that. Had absolutely none of that. So they could not have these black with all of their charisma and intelligence and strength come and disrupt what they were doing because they needed the black men in power to teach them what to do. Like almost like how when white people stole America from the Native Americans, they befriended them at first. They act like they were cool with them long enough for them to learn how to survive on that land and to take care of themselves. And then they killed everybody. They killed everybody. Look at black slavery. It's like they separated the men from the women. We were subservient. And they were lynching us. After we took care of their home, raised their children, grew their crops, made them
Yeah, I gotta move on from this video because she's going deep into something and showcasing something that shouldn't be showcased. You're talking about when Aunt Jemima was alive, looking like Aunt Jemima. I'm sorry. I can't take anything you say serious. It's pointless.
Dating when you're 40 sucks. There's no way around it. It sucks. It sucks. I was on Tinder today, and I know it's whatever. Sue me. And every man that I saw, or every 3 guys, was a scammer. They were fake. They're too pretty. They have the best job. They're athletic. They're just beautiful. They're in some exotic background, travel. You can just tell. There's no way that all of these guys are between 30 to 45 minutes or miles away from me. There's no way. And then the guys who are real, bless their heart. There's no in between anymore. Like, where are y'all? What am I supposed to do? I mean, I could go out more, should go out more or something. My daughter's 14. It should be easier for me to do this, and it's not. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what apps do. What apps? Do people use apps anymore? What are y'all doing to meet someone? It's very frustrating. I'm like this close to just giving up. Whatever.
Heads up for those girls who call themselves liking older guys and they want to date men that's older than them. Sis, the men are strict. They don't play. I came home last night at 12. I woke up this morning. You would have thought like I was in real big trouble. My man said I was out of line and that was inappropriate and I shouldn't have come in the house. He told me no woman is outside at 12 o'clock at night. I had no business out there. Like, he was pissed. Like, he's still pissed. Like, he's not even like really talking to me right now. He kind of giving me like the cold shoulder. So before you go messing with them grown men, since they not the ones, don't go over there trying to play. Cause he ain't going for it. If you think you finna get away with little stuff, they are disciplined and they have structure in their lives. Don't go over there playing with that man. He not gonna allow you to do it. Now I don't know how I'm gonna make this up, but I won't be coming in the house 12 o'clock no more.
This is not just an old man thing. And I learned that when I got older. I used to allow things. And let me tell you what happens. The more you allow, the more she does. The more you allow, the more she will end up going out creeping. The man should be mad at you. You could have been out creeping last night. Most likely was. That's how I take it. Out to 12, who you banging? Seriously. Look, you want to get drunk, you can drink at home. I don't drink anymore. But still, if I did, it's being done at home. When I hit over a certain age, like past 35, all drinking was in my house. I drunk out here around family, but then soon that stopped. I was sloppy outside. I don't like the way I was. Same thing with you. But ladies, but any guy out there, I say this, don't tolerate it. Especially if you don't want to keep dating women in the West. I say, man, you have to be sure you don't tolerate anything, because then you're tolerating games. And she's going to walk all over you. You see what she said? Don't play with them older men. You shouldn't play with any man, because he's right. No lady should be out that late. It's not just he's older. He may be around my age. And I see things that way as well. But I say, young man, young buck, don't tolerate it. Stay mean. Not mean in a way to where no one wants to be around you, but mean in a way to where she respects you and holds you in high regard. Or like this man, like how he's treating her, he feels he has no girlfriend because she's not.
I don't want anybody who's trying to do better. I want somebody who already is. And the bare minimum effort, that doesn't impress me. If you can't even formulate a full sentence in a text message and you have to use acronyms for everything, I'm going to need you to keep it pushing. And if emotional availability is too much for you, then I'm definitely not the right woman for you. I've outgrown confusion, inconsistency, and over-explaining myself. If it doesn't feel safe, respectful, and mutual, baby, I'm not staying. What's one standard that you refuse to lower now that you know your worth? Let us know in the comments, girl. We want to know.
One standard you refuse to lower now that you know your worth. Well, I say this as a man, the extra makeup. You have on filter right now with makeup. I don't know what you look like. So as a man, I would say that's a standard. That's one of those standards that's a given. I'll tell you like this. My wife doesn't walk around all day caked up like this. This is fake cake to make her face look fake, to make her look younger. You don't look like that. Like what I see with the eyes, your eyes aren't like that. I bet you probably look 50 years old. Seriously. Tell me the truth. I want to see what you really look like. Because nowadays a man doesn't know and he can't trust and believe anything they're selling. Because that's what it is. You doing this all day for what, 2 hours? You're selling something. You're trying to sell me a dream. You're trying to sell me a dream of how my kids could possibly look. But my kid's not going to look like that. Oh, probably can't have kids because you dating over 40. That's probably out the door. But look at what she's doing in the comments. I got to show you guys this. Look at this. The first comment here. I refuse to lower my standards. Creator. And she hearted her own comment. Guys, I can't make this stuff up. Why are you hearting your own comments? Some of these comments are mean, and I'm not a simp. I'm not too concerned. These are the people who don't know me better than they know a soap and a rag. What are you saying? Does the man look dirty? Why did you say more than they know a soap and a rag? Yes. See, you get it. Yes, that's how men feel towards a woman. Can't lower our standards either. Very true. Exactly what I just said just now. Can't lower that standard. Yeah, I see you, fake cake on. Can't deal with it. And every other man should think the same way as well. Because my wife is not caked up all day.
It's just an Atlanta thing, but there's an influx of men who are in their 40s, 40 years old and above, who have a desire to get in a relationship with a girl who's still in her 20s. Okay, cool. But they keep using this word, oh, I'm trying to build. what can you possibly be trying to build with somebody in their 20s, sir? If you wanted to build with somebody, you should have did that 20 years ago with a lady that's your age. You wait till you're 40 years old and decide, oh, I want to settle down. After living your bachelor life, traumatizing women for the past 2 decades, doing God knows what God knows who, and now you're 40 years old and want to settle down with a woman in her 20s and build something? Sweetie, you're 40. I think a lot of men that are running around 40 years old and single are delusional. If a girl is in her 20s, first off, anyway, if a girl is in her 20s, she's expecting you to have all of that stuff that you're talking about building built. Hate to break it to you, papa. Like, what delusional world are we living in? I just can't.
It's not a delusional world. Actually, ladies are in a delusional world, right? You want the man to come put together. At 40, a man should be put together. A lot of these guys, I'll be honest, are running around with screws missing, but women even more so. And still, I understand what you're saying. I get it. A man should have himself built up by then, right? But a man doesn't want to bring everything he has on his table to you with nothing on your table. A man wants a younger woman without the baggage. Yes, a man actually has to date a younger woman nowadays because an older woman is going to want this, that, and can't deliver herself. What do I mean? Yeah, you want a man that does this. You want him to have the money, everything, but you're not providing everything like a wife would. What is he getting in return? Men always say it. That's why that's one of the best arguments ever. What do you bring to the table? And ladies, I am the table. It's not good enough. In this day and age, I am the table. Get you left outside of the door. And I see videos, you ladies saying, guys are doing nothing. We're struggling. That's why. A man can't help you because you don't even know how to help yourself. But yeah, other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Peace out. See you next video.